Welcome to Alpacademics. The topic for this video is the mysterious, ever-elusive, quite intimidating closing paragraph. Working as a writing tutor, I'm often asked about the best way to close up a paper, and quite frankly, it's difficult to give advice at times. It's one of those strange anomalies of writing where once your paper is done, you kind of know what you need to say. It's even difficult for me to look that far ahead for a paper at times. But don't worry too much. Here's some helpful advice to hopefully make you feel a little less nervous about reaching your conclusion. The goals for this video are to explain the importance of a closing paragraph, to give you an idea of the information that goes into them, and to hopefully make you feel more confident about your closing statement. The purpose of a conclusion is to reinforce the information you have already provided and to tie a metaphorical ribbon on the package that is your essay. This is the place to really bring the information you've provided home and to help your reader feel a sense of completion. If someone were to skip the entirety of your paper and read your conclusion, it should give the reader a good idea of what your paper is about. Although, I hope someone always takes the time to fully read a paper instead of skipping to the end. So what goes into a conclusion? The first tip, don't introduce any new information. This is the most common suggestion you'll find when it comes to conclusive statements. Since the purpose of your conclusion is to briefly touch on things you've already said, there's no need to provide the reader with any sudden new knowledge. If it's important, then it should go into the body of your paper. The next tip, should you restate your thesis? Typically, your thesis statement is sort of the embodiment of your paper's purpose. It's like the soul of your essay, simplified into a sentence. You can also think of your thesis as a sentence long, too long didn't read statement, if that helps. Usually it's common to restate your thesis or main idea. That is, saying it again with slightly different wording so the reader is reminded of your essay's purpose. Next, summarizing your paper. For the meat of your conclusion, you should provide a summary of the most important points for your paper. If you're struggling, just try to go point by point from the body of your essay and your conclusion will fill up quicker than you expect. As you practice writing essays, it will be easier to decide what to write in your conclusive paragraph without having to go point by point from the body. Lastly, there's the final impression or the final line. If your conclusion is the metaphorical ribbon of your paper's package, this would be the bow you tie. Some people use this as a call to action, while others try to end it on a certain note. This is one of those trickier areas because it depends entirely on the paper you're writing. If you're stuck on your finishing line, try writing a few different ones, then read your closing statement out loud to yourself, and end with any one of the finishing lines you came up with. You can also have someone else read it to you following this format. It might help you see which finishing line matches best with your conclusion. Side note, do not ever finish your paper with the end. That's for stories, not for essays. Thank you. In conclusion of our conclusion-themed video, whoa, that's pretty meta, huh? We've talked about the importance of a closing statement and a few of the different ways to tackle your conclusion. I hope now that we've talked about all this, you feel a little less stressed about tackling the end of your paper. Good luck, students! Whoa, what are you doing? I said no using the end. This is an informative video, not a fairy tale. Come on.